Hello and welcome to episode 27. My name's Julie from salessewunique and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. I am most active on Instagram and I have a Facebook account as well, which is more just for the shop really. But yes, I hope everybody's had a lovely week this week and you've been getting lots of crafty bits made, or have you been Christmas shopping? I know I've been Christmas shopping. We went yesterday, which was Sunday. I only wanted to go for a couple of things in one shop and I ended up going to several shops. Sunday lunchtime was not the best time to go shopping. It was actually quite busy. So yes, I was glad to get home. But I did get quite a few bits bought for Christmas. And yeah, so I'm just about done really, because one or two people just want money for Christmas this year, which makes things a bit easier, I suppose. I think Kevin's the worst one to buy for because he never knows what he wants. We have this every year, asking what he wants. I don't know. so yeah, so we'll be the last one, and then really it's just food to sort out. I want to get the Christmas cards done. I want to try and get them done and posted out, well, overseas posted out this week if I can. So I want to be on time with everything this year and not having to go shopping in December to avoid the crowds, because like I say, it is busy now and you can't get hold of a lot of things. Yeah, some of the shelves are bare. So I'm glad I bought my nice little tree that I showed you a couple of weeks ago from the range, because there's nothing in there now. Yeah, so there's not many of the boughs that I wanted left neither. Just maybe the bigger expensive ones. Things not something I want. So I'm going to have to make different plans, I think, for the window. But never mind. So buying, really, what have I purchased this week? Well, like I said, it's a lot of Christmas presents, so I can't actually show you anything of them. But I will show you one thing I got for the kitchen. Now, I don't think I shared this with you last week, but I got a ceramic Tomte, and I did think he might fit on the tier tray on the top of the tier, but he's quite a little bit of a dumpy. Look at him. So he doesn't really fit on. But he will sit on the windowsill next to my... I've got like a metal jug on the windowsill. I've got sort of one vase and two sort of jugs for the kitchen for decorations to change things around each season. And I've got some... Oh, it's not greenery. It's I've got some black sort of petals on stems and then some silver ones on a stem, so I put them in because obviously my kitchen's partly black, and I put the silvery ones in because it's Christmas, and I've put 3 big poinsettia heads in. Looks really nice. It's minimal but it looks nice. So he has been sitting next to the jug because it's a cream jug to go with my kitchen, and it's just metal and it looks really nice. So I've not decorated the windowsill up or anything. I keep trying to find bits out of sort of any Christmas bits I've got lying around the house that I didn't put away last year to go on the tier tray, and it is filling up quite nicely. I've got some holly and some berries, some little, what they call them, picks, which I might have to try and sort of wire on, I think, to go around the tier tray. Adele found me a small set of lights out, which will do for the tray. So I'm hoping over the week that I might be able to get the tray finished off and then I can share that with you. But yes, so he's very, very sweet, I think. And when I was out yesterday, I was very tempted to buy more, and I just thought, no, I don't need any more, because when all the decorations come down from the loft next week, I hope, I will have a rummage through and see what I can actually put on the tier tray, and then I will keep them in a separate box, because obviously the tier tray will get decorated up a lot earlier than what having the tree up. Anyhow, I bought this little fella. I think it's just MDF, but it's got Xmas on, and that sits on the tier tray, lovely, and it's deep, and it will sit on the windowsill, and it's not mega heavy, but it's not lightweight neither. So yes, I think that was only maybe 175, so that wasn't too bad. And I think there was a bigger one as well. But a lot of the decorations that I would have purchased that I'd seen before have all gone. But having said that, they have still got quite a good big selection of decorations. I must admit the range is quite good for Christmas decorations. They always have a nice selection every year, and I always try and get in early when they first come out and buy myself 1 or 2 pieces for the tree, which, as you know, having 2 young cats, we are going to attempt to put the tree up next week, probably the 1st of December. We're going to get it down. I would have put it up at the weekend, but Adele and myself are child minding, fur baby minding, so we are going to be a little bit busy elsewhere. So yes, we're going to put the tree up with nothing on, see how they cope, because they're going to have to be shut out of the living room for a while, well, for a month probably. Yeah, so that should be fun, and then we'll start putting some decorations on. Because I switched my lights on the other day. I've got 2 lots of shelves in my living room, and they've both got lights on that are strung across the front of the shelves. Now, the black cats, Sailor and Bramble, haven't really seen these since last year, so I turned them on, and of course they were flashing, because it takes a while to go through the settings to find just lights to stop on, and they were fascinated with these flashing lights, and I'm like, oh blimey, they'll be up on top of the cupboard to try and get to the lights now. But they didn't, they just sat and watched them for a while and then just pottered off. So we'll see, we will see. Anyhow, the last thing I bought is the Mystery Machine badge to go on my Scooby-Doo bag. I got that from a new little business that's opposite me where I work, and they sell, well, all kinds of pins and earrings and, well, different things like that. They've got Pokemon backpacks and Disney bags and everything, so it's a nice little shop. Not got a lot in to start with, but I bought, obviously, that pin badge for myself, and I got 3 things for Adele for Christmas. I can't say what they are, because if she watches this, which she does sometimes, she'll know what I bought her. Yeah. Right, well, I think we'll move on to my knitting now. Didn't get as much done this week as I thought I might. I don't know, motivation's not been there this week. It's been a funny week, or one thing another, not another. Anyhow, I actually managed to get the first sock finished, so that was off the needles, oh, probably last Monday maybe, and yeah, that's turned out really well. So that is the Hollyberry yarn from West Yorkshire Spinners. So that's the first one off the needles. So I did start the second one, and I've got the cuff done and the leg done, so I'm about to start the heel flap now, which I had intended to get on with that over the weekend, but like I said, the motivation not being there this week. It's been a funny week with everything that's been happening, but there we go, it's just one of those things. I'm not sure whether I'll get any knitting done today, because I've got some little jobs to do. I've got some machine embroidery to do today. I've got some orders, and I'm trying to rearrange my kitchen cupboards, and I know when I get started I'll have to do the lot, so I'm hoping to do that this afternoon. So I'm not filming that. Oh dear, I just need to get on and get it done, you know what I mean. Wow. Oh, the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cross stitch and show you how I've been getting on with that. So I'll go on fetching, I'll be back in a minute. Well, I'm back. but I didn't come back straight away. This is several hours later. I'm afraid I got a little bit distracted, and I've been out, and yeah, so anyhow, I'm back. I've got the cross stitch, so there he is. That's Norbert, yeah, Norbert, and I think he's turned out really well. Really pleased with him, and the colours are perfect. So I've got a few more to do, different ones. Can't remember how many there are now. I've forgotten. I think there might be 4 altogether. So yes, and I think it looks really nice with the bit of holly and the red ribbon on there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and it didn't take long to stitch out at all. It was a nice quick stitch. I think I probably spent, well, a couple of evenings, maybe just a little bit another evening to finish it off, but that was about it. So I was really surprised at how fast it stitched up, but I'm looking forward to getting on to the next one. I'm not sure when they'll be up for sale though at the minute as a kit. I might put 2 options up, just the kit as it is with the fabric and the hoop and all the threads, and then maybe put some of the holly and some ribbon in as another option. We'll see. Like I said, I have been out. I've been for a walk with Adele, and we were going across the park, and it was after the sunset, and the sky was absolutely beautiful. Really, I mean, it was really dark, but the pinks and the shades, it was really nice. So I have taken a couple of pictures, and there's a little video, but I don't think it's going to show up on camera as quite as dramatic as what it was to the naked eye. But yes, I hope you enjoy seeing that. Well, the cupboard cleaning's going quite well. I couldn't believe how many bags of flour, half bags of flour, that had got stuck behind different things, because some of my cupboards, the shelves are quite high up, they're way above my head, so I don't see what's up there, and I had to get my little step stool out so I could have a look. And yeah, I think I've chucked out about 5 or 6 bags of flour. Some new, some used, but they were well out of date. So I've gone through all the herbs, all the spices, and there's actually quite a few on the spice rack that are out of date. So I blame Adele as well, because she's not looking. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing today, and wiping the shelves out on a couple of the cupboards. I haven't done them all yet, but I got china that I had after my mum had died, which I didn't want to part with it. Whether I'll use it or not, I don't know, and it seems a shame to have it sort of stuck in a cupboard, but it was in 4 different cupboards, and I was getting a little bit cluttered, and I'd got no room in my cupboard for our day-to-day cups, and I hadn't really got anywhere to store sort of my seasonal cups that I've got, and all my Emma Bridgewater cups. So I set about sorting that cupboard out first, and once the china's all condensed down and then the plates and saucer all stacked up, it doesn't look like I've got a lot. Anyhow, I've managed to clear one of the smaller cupboards out, and that's the cupboard that the china's in now, and I've got a little bit of space on the bottom where I can store my teapots, my tea cosies, and my gravy boat, which I don't use that neither, but it's all nice and clean and in the cupboard. So my mug cupboard, as I'm going to call it, and where I keep all my teas and Adele's mint teas and everything, the green teas, Kevin's Horlicks, everything's all clean, arranged, and all ready to be used now. So that is looking good, so I'm really pleased with that. I've managed to sort of get all my nice glasses, I'll say my seasonal glasses, because they are sort of Tomte glasses, and I've got a robin glass, and I've got a couple of special glasses that Adele bought me one from Liberty, and it's got cats on, and I won't use it because I'm frightened of breaking it, because you know, Liberty, they weren't exactly cheap, and I'd hate to break it. And I've got my Tomte glasses that I got last year, which they will come out over Christmas. And I've also got some vintage glasses that I'll say they're from the 60s. The kind of pattern looks, they are very 60s. So my mum will have probably got them. I don't know, she might have had them before I was born actually. So they're quite old, and they are very fine. They're very sort of slimline tumblers, but you can feel that they are fine. And they're in the cupboard. I took them out of the box a few years ago and put them in the cupboard, and I won't let anybody use them because I'll be devastated if they get broken. So, trouble is, I know I need to use them. There's no point in them being sat in the cupboard, because when I'm gone, I don't think anybody else will want them. They'll just go to the charity shop, so I might as well use them. But I've said to them, nobody else can touch them, so that only me. So yes. Oh dear. So that's been keeping me busy really most of the afternoon, and I've just been washing out all my those jars with the lids on, the Kilner jars, that's it. And I've got quite a few of them, and I've got a lot of plastic boxes as well, so I'm going to try and condense them down a little bit, because the plastic boxes are starting to look a bit tired now, because I have had them quite a few years. So those, I don't know what they call them. They're like click boxes. You just click your flaps over the box. But like I say, I'm going to try and just use my glass jars really for flour and sugar and things, and use the small plastic ones for like maybe baking powder and things like that. Try and condense it down a little bit. So the plastic tubs might just go to the charity shop. I'm sure somebody will be able to use them, because they are in okay condition. You know, I've chucked out the ones that are broken. But yeah, so not a lot else has been happening today. I do need to do a bit of machine embroidery though, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have some tea now. I think I'm going to have some soup tonight. I just fancy some chicken noodle soup. And then I'm going to come back out and I'm going to do a little bit of machine embroidery, because I've got a few new designs that I want to test out, and they are Christmassy. And yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. That's what you'll see next. And I hope you enjoyed seeing how the gingerbread house was made. And this is the finished result. I think it's turned out really nice, so that is going to go in my little tree. Yes, it took about 20 minutes. There was a 20-minute stitch out, but that doesn't account for like cutting it all out and thread changes. But no, I've enjoyed that, so yeah. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do though. Probably do some more for next week. I've got some other Christmassy ones to go in my tree, so I'm looking forward to that. I have printed out some of the Tomtes that I've got to cross stitch, so I've got my next one all ready to go, so I will share that one with you next week. Whether I'll get it finished or not in the week, I don't know, because I am stitching out frogs for Adele tomorrow and Wednesday. I don't think she's going to get too many. I might be able to do about 12, I think, because it's the hand sewing. And I've got other things to do as well, but I will do my best for her and see what I can do. So I think I might have to start them while I'm at work tomorrow if I've got time. So I better make sure I put some green fabric in my bag before I go to work. Yeah. Yes. The only other thing is I have been out this week. I went out with my friend to our local ice cream parlour, and we had. Well, I had tea, Sarah had a latte or something like that, and we both had baked cheesecake with a caramel sauce on and peanut brittle on top. And I was thinking, that sounds really nice, but I wonder if it's going to be sickly, you know, like sometimes they are, and it wasn't. It was absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture in just after this clip so you can see what we had. It was so yummy that we are going back again at the end of this week, probably on Friday, and probably do it all again, but they might have something different in, you never know. So I'm looking forward to that. It's really nice to just go out and have a chat with a friend and have a couple of hours just having tea and cake and a chat, a catch up and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I am going to round this vlog off now for this week. Time's getting on and I've got to do a bit of editing. I don't want to be up too late tonight because I'm getting really tired. My kitchen is still in a bit of a mess. I've got jars drying out all over the place, but there is enough room for cups of tea, using the toaster, getting breakfast and things like that for tomorrow, so we can manage. I'll hopefully get it finished tomorrow when I come in from work. Especially if I can get a few frogs done at the shop tomorrow, then I will be okay. But yeah, it's coming together. It's just going to take a couple of days, I think, to get it finished off. So yes. So I hope everybody's had a nice week this week, and I hope you've managed to get a little bit of crafting done. Yeah, and Christmas shopping. I bet everybody's Christmas shopping at the minute. I know we've been, so hopefully not much more to buy now. So thank you for joining me this week, and hope everybody has a good week, and I will see you all again next Tuesday. Bye for now.